If you answered yes to any one of these 15 questions, you are in the right place and you need to continue watching this video. Question number 1. You want to move to Canada and you don't know where to start. 2. You want to move to Canada, but you are overwhelmed with all the information out there and you find it difficult to progress. 3. You want to study in Canada, but you need direction on where to study and what to study. 4. You want to pursue higher education in Canada, but you find it too expensive. 5. You are looking for a step-by-step guide of how to move to Canada, live in Canada, and thrive in Canada. 6. You want to work in Canada and you can't find an employer or a job. 7. You are in Canada as a visitor and you are having a hard time getting a job. 8. You need guidance on the programs available to just go to Canada and work. 9. I'm going to run out of fingers really quickly. You are in Canada as an international student and you're worried about your express entry points. I remember when I was that. You are in Canada just finishing school as an international student and you're worried about your job title aligning with your NOC code. 11. You are in Canada as a postgraduate work permit holder and you are worried about the express entry category changes. 12. You want to move to Canada, but you don't just want to live. You want to thrive and build wealth in Canada. 13. You are getting ready to come to Canada and you cannot find a place to live. You can't find a place to stay. 14. You are in Canada. You've settled as a permanent resident, but the Canadian dream you had is still an itch that needs to be scratched. You feel like the grass isn't greener, it's just other grass, or you feel like you're on a hamster wheel and you're unhappy with where you are, even though you got your Canadian dream. 15, you want to move to Canada, but you're already established in your country and you want to know if you'll make a better life in Canada. Now, you don't have to answer yes to all these questions, but if one of these questions hits home for you, put the one that hits home for you in the comment below, and let's dive into why you are in the right place if you answered yes to these questions. So my name is Christina. I am a Canadian immigrant. I came to Canada in 2014, which was almost 10 years ago, and I became a citizen 5 years after moving to Canada. Now, on Wednesday of this week, which is Wednesday, September the 13th, we are going to be going live for the first ever 4-day, I think that's a bold statement, I haven't done that research, first ever 4-day free online Canadian Immigration Summit. This is going to be everything you need to know to answer any of these questions that you have floating around in your head. Day 1 is going to answer the questions that you have about school. So if you're interested in going to school in Canada, Day 1 is going to knock that out for you. If you want to just skip school and you want to work, or you want to have both the study and work option, come to Day 2 as well, because Day 2 we're going to talk about working in Canada and everything that has to do with work in Canada, especially around the visitor to worker program. I've had so many people reach out to me to say that, you know what, I'm here, I can't find a job, but are you looking at the right job? Are you looking for the right jobs? Are you looking for the right employers? Are you looking in the right areas? All of that, we're going to conquer those questions and more on Day 2. Day 3 is for my people who are here, the international students, or even the people who want to know what life is like after you get here. International students, permanent residents, what does that path look like once you become a landed immigrant? And, you know, all these changes, immigration is very fluid sometimes. There are changes that happen that, kind of confuse you or kind of throw you off track. How do we now apply those changes to you to make sure that you feel comfortable with where you are, right? Because once you get here, the questions don't stop. And Day 4 is Canada for everybody, Canada for all. On Day 4, we're going to be sharing so many stories about immigrants who are here, their success stories, their immigration path. We're going to talk about the mindsets, because coming here physically, I promise you, is the first hurdle. Once you get through all the applications, you jump over the hurdle, you're in Canada, then what? right? There's mental obstacles to overcome, emotional obstacles to overcome. That is super important for you to take into consideration while you're on the journey or even before you take the journey. So day 4 is for everybody. We're going to have giveaways each day. So let me list out for you all the giveaways that we have that we're going to spread out across all 4 days. Each day, we're going to be giving away a free 1-hour consultation with McBean Immigration Consultants. Now, this is $150 value giveaway that is going to be given away to somebody who is in attendance for the day and also attending the Q&A session. So we're going to pick somebody who is in the Q&A session. We're going to look out for you in the days, and somebody's going to get a free 1-hour consultation with McBean Immigration Consultants. So that's a $600 value. We're also going to be giving away a free 1-month membership to the Canadian Dreamers Club. Inside the Canadian Dreamers Club, we have resources and live coaching calls with myself, Minerva, and Michael Kaiser, who is a career coach. You also have my audiobook and ebook for free inside the club. You have a video library of all the recordings that we've done answering critical questions that you have about immigration inside the club. We also have a resume course to help those people who are trying to look for jobs. You're not landing any jobs, it could be your resume. We also have coaching calls to help you to find a job in Canada. We also have coaching calls to help orient you on your immigration path. There is over $1,000 worth of things happening inside the Canadian Dreamers Club on a monthly basis, and you have access to that 1 month for free. So that's another giveaway we're doing across the 4 days. We are also giving away free consultations with Michael Kaiser for people who are on their journey trying to figure out what they want to do with their life. It's going to be career coaching from Michael Kaiser, who is an international career coach and business consultant who has helped many people on their career path and who has helped them to become has eased into professions that they're happy in, that they're thriving in, and they're making the money that they want to make. So we're going to be giving away coaching calls from Michael Kaiser. Also, for my people who are in Canada, I'm giving away 1 financial fitness pack. This is something that helped me greatly when I just came to Canada. Not just, but after a few years of being in Canada and landing as a resident, you kind of landed and you're saying like, okay, now what? Do I just work forever? What do I do? This pack changed my mindset forever. The pack and the community that I was associated with when I was introduced to this pack. It helps you to understand the money system in North America, right? And understanding credit and the banks and all that stuff, which is very different from where we come from in Jamaica or maybe another third world country. The money system, how credit works for against you, investing, things that we did not learn in school. And one thing that you're going to have to know when you come here is that the mindset that used to work, go to school, get good grades, get a good job, retire one day, it might not work anymore in this economy, not just in Canada, anywhere. That mindset may not work anymore in Canada. And this is going to help you to unlock a different side of the outlook on money and wealth and building wealth. And it will help you to, make decisions about your Canadian immigration journey that will yield a lot of fruit financially for you for over time. So this pack has a book, it has audios, and it has a workbook on how to get your finances up to snuff and also think about how to build wealth. So I'm giving this away to somebody who is in Canada already. Depending on where you are, also another giveaway is my book. My book is From Foreign Students to Canadian Citizen and Everything in Between, How to Move to Canada and Become a Canadian Citizen like me. And depending on where you are, I have this book in different formats. I have the physical ebook, I have the ebook, and I have the audiobook. So depending on where you are, you'll be getting a free copy of my book. So how many giveaways did I talk about already? Because I'm not even finished. Minerva has also written a book called Level Up. Now she along with other authors compiled a book to talk about their entrepreneurial journey, which I think is very valuable for people to hear about when you come to Canada. You can have a job if you want, if that's your thing. You can also have something on the side to help to supplement your income. In this book, Minerva and several other authors talk about their entrepreneurial journey, how they achieved their entrepreneurial goals, and are able to kind of like put it together and say, here, this is what I did and I'm successful at doing it and I am happy about it. And that's a big deal for anybody who is thinking about having a side hustle. If you already have a side hustle, or you're interested in having a side hustle, or interested in having a second stream of income, this is several success stories put together in one book that will help to change your mindset. It'll help to build your mindset, and it'll help to build you personally and professionally. On day 4, we're giving out a cash prize of 150 Canadian dollars to one of our attendees. Now, the details on how to qualify for that will come, but if you are not registered for the summit, you won't get the email to show you all the qualifications. So register for the summit. We start on Wednesday. Even if you're not able, because I know that we're catering to people all over the world, literally all over the world. There is no perfect time zone. There's no perfect time that we can have this. So we'll run it from 11 o'clock in the morning, which is 11 o'clock Canadian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So 11 o'clock Toronto time. And we'll start at 11 o'clock Toronto time, and we're going to go throughout the day all the way until 5:15 Toronto time. Each hour, there's a different session, a different talk about a different topic concerning either studying Canada, working in Canada, living in Canada, being in Canada. We have a mindset talk. We have a real estate agent who's going to talk about helping you to find a place. How do you find a place? How do you deal with relocating? We're going to have a financial advisor who will help to talk about money and building wealth. We're going to have our immigration consultant, Minerva McBean from McBean Immigration Consultants, talking about all the different intricacies of the immigration system and immigration journey that you need to know in order to make a good decision and a seamless transition into Canada. You're going to have me, your Canadian immigration coach, and as told by a Canadian immigrant, I'm going to be your host, who will, you'll see me every day, and I'll have interviews with different people to kind of give you different information, different tastes, different viewpoints. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be information packed, and even if you can't make it to the time, you'll have 24 hours to watch the recordings, which will be emailed out to you after everything goes live. And then once the days are over, extended access will be available inside the Canadian Dreamers Club. So all of our club members will have access to these recordings as long as they're part of the club, and they can watch it and soak up the information and take action on it. Guys, this is not just about sitting down and watching a movie or watching TV or something like this. Is for my action takers who want to make this Canadian dream a reality, right? So come, take notes where you can. If you can't come, rewatch it, because I know people are at work, people are at school, people are sleeping, different things. Watch it, rewatch it, take notes, and I dare you to take action on something that hits home for you on any of these 4 days. So remember, if you answered yes to any one of the questions I mentioned at the very beginning, you can go back and listen to the questions again, or see the questions in the description below. Drop a comment for the question that hit home for you. Register for the summit. The link is also in the description below, and I look forward to serving you over those next 4 days. I look forward to sharing with you. I am really excited about this about this summit. I'm excited for you because I've already been through this, right? I've already been through it, and I know what it's like having come through the end, and this is why I want to share this with you guys. So come, show up, watch, interact. The Q&A sessions, we have Q&A sessions at the end of every single day, and it's a 2-hour long Q&A session. So if you have a question that's floating around in your mind, come, ask your questions, and be part of the community, and have a chance to win one of these giveaways. I look forward to serving you. I look forward to seeing you, and hit the like button, subscribe, share this with people, and I will see you in the next video.